How was just Stephanie? I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to give this a try. I'm in a really cute cafe. This is Tucson Cafe in Jing'an. I actually love my neighborhood. And I have been working on the Renee song Renee Chen, it's super old. It's called Happy Navigation, Xing Fu Dao Hong. Xing Fu Dao Hong. Here, let me show you the title. That's probably better. Anyway, it's a super old song, but it's one that I really, really like, and I didn't even realize was heard for ages and ages and ages. I apologize for the camera being a bit off. I've got a new bandage on, and it actually looks horrific, but it feels really good. And it's really helping. There's a lot of the day when I have no wrist pain at all because of this thing. So thank you to my husband for getting it on Taobao for me. Anyway, point being, I have come up with a plan thanks to my frustration yesterday and the encouragement that you guys have been giving me. Thank you, Maylene. I have started to deconstruct the tasks that I want to do and make new outlines and just do stuff, whether I feel inspired or not, whether I feel motivated or not, whether I feel useless or not. I'm just going to keep going with the tasks. And I'll show you in the next video the calendar that I said I would keep. I actually wrote on it yesterday the things that I did, and when I get home tonight, which is where it's sitting, I will write down the tasks I've done today. But what I wanted to share with this video is what I'm going to do with this song, so that a month from now I will embarrassingly sing this song to you in a different video. This is you'll have to forgive my singing voice, which has nothing to do with tones or sounds in the Chinese language. It's just my awful singing voice. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh no, actually, you know what? I'm not, because YouTube is taking off their YouTube editor in a week, or less than a week, I believe. So I have to get used to, I have to get used to either doing one-off videos with no editing, or I have to learn a different editor, which is more likely the case, but something I do not have time for until after the conference on the 23rd. So I'm just going to describe to you what I'm doing and hope that makes sense. So I have split up the song. Let me see if I can get this here. The song I've split it up into part A, part B, part C, and at the very end, and you'll see it repeats quite a bit. Here's part A again. I really hope this is visible. Part B again, part C again, and it repeats a lot, which is one of the reasons why I picked this song, and part D is one line. So, and then I counted up how many lines, like lyric lines, there are. Part A has 4 lines, part B has 4 lines, part C has 4 lines, and part D is 1 line. Now that seems like a really small amount, but as you can see here, there are many characters. I have the Hanzi and the Pinyin already, thanks to some folks online. Thank you, Hi Native, for that help. So I have a lot of words within 1 line. So this appears easier than it seems because it's 4 lines, 4 lines, 4 lines, 1 line, but there's a lot of characters in each line. So the next task for me, as I'm deconstructing each of the lines, is to write down how many words in each line, and not necessarily to memorize all of the words, because I'm using this more for pronunciation practice and for relaxation and fun with the language, but I will look them up, because I've gotten to a point in my Sensible Chinese online course where we're talking about the phonemic component, and I'm seeing a lot of what I think would be the phonemic component in here. So I'm going to use this as a vehicle, not just for the pronunciation practice, but if there's things that come across as having a phonemic component that I recognize, I want to notice that. So I'm going to match the Pinyin with the Hanzi characters and see if there are any of those components. I know that's a lot to put in one song, but in just counting up the number of lines, I already saw a few of them that I think will jump out at me. Again, I don't need to do every single word in here and memorize it, but it's a song, so there's going to be things in here that might be low frequency. There's going to be words in here that I will never use myself, but I want to use it for what sticks out to me. Does that make sense? Like, I want to use the language that's in here in a way that is useful to me. And I love the songs, so if nothing else, I'll get pronunciation practice, but I think a lot more is going to come from that than I thought. So it's kind of kismet that I've put off on doing this song until now when I learned about the phonemic components, because I think I can have some fun with this. And I did say have fun, because this actually is really fun. I have a new reason for stopping on the street as I walk by Chinese characters in Shanghai, because now not only is it the radicals that I recognize, which up until this point was the main amount of vocabulary that I had, but now I see characters where I think I can identify the meaning component and the sound component. So me getting anywhere now takes forever, because I literally stop at so many characters and like touch them and try to figure out, is it one of those 80% characters where I can figure out where the meaning component and the sound component is, and what is the sound component? Do I recognize that radical and all that kind of good stuff? So I'm back in a very, very good place of wanting to learn and actively learning. So holy cow, that was the worst week and a half ever. But you know what? It happens. So I'm back on track. I love this red background. This is so much nicer than my red door. Anyway, so I wanted to put this out there that I'm going to work on part A for a week, part B for a week, part C for a week, and part D. That won't take a week, but I'm sure I will need a little more time with one of the 3 parts. So I'm just going to say a week per part, and deconstructing and matching the pinyin with the Hanzi, and practicing the pronunciation and singing the sucker. And a month from now, I'll probably show you tidbits as I go and interesting things that I find. But I'm going to mark the channel calendar, yes I have one, to record me awkwardly singing the song, probably along with her. I'm not going to do it by myself, that would be awkward, but I will record that exactly a month from now. Oh wait, that might be the day I'm flying to Spain, now that I think about it. Approximately a month from now. If it is the second day in Spain, then so be it. I will be practicing Spanish and Chinese at the same time. Oh no, life is so hard. Anyway, thank you so much, and more soon. That's the end.